Hi everyone, welcome to the next video of the Street Defence Combat Conditioning YouTube channel. So today's video is about avoiding fad diets. Okay, so it's a big problem with the health and fitness industry. I find all the time since I've been training clients over the last sort of 20 or so years, and many of those clients would have actually done a few of these diets at least. I know some people have done a lot of these diets. Some people have done as many as 10 different diets in their lifetime. So the big thing is with that, if one diet worked, we'd all be doing it. Okay, there's over a few thousand different diet books out there, and different diets and so on. Again, if one of them worked, we'd all be doing it. Okay, so the biggest thing as well, think of it from a monetary point of view. The industry earns more out of keeping people guessing, keep trying new things, new diet books, new shakes, new this, new that. Simple thing is, people just need to get the simple things right. So obviously being more active, obviously eating better, making better food choices and being more consistent with that as well, getting better sleep, improving their stress levels, hydrating properly, and many other things as well. But obviously people always look for that quick fix, and that's how these things are marketed from a monetary point of view. They want to be in your face telling you you can drop this to this weight or this dress size in 6 weeks or 7-8 weeks or so on. That's where they're getting you. They're tempting you with what is the end result. But at no point does it mean be healthier in 8 weeks. They never say that. You'll drop weight, but to what expense? Okay, and obviously you've got to pay to do that as well, whether it's meal replacement or whatever. Obviously you're paying to buy those shakes and powders and so on. Okay, it's a monetary thing. Obviously they're earning money. They're not doing it for your benefit. They're doing it because they want to earn money from you. Okay, and obviously with a lot of these diet plans as well, so they'll keep you going forever over the years. And as well, for another financial thing, if a diet worked within say 6 to 8 weeks, you kept it off, you're super healthy, you wouldn't need that diet again. Therefore they'd lose money. So obviously they need you to obviously drop the weight drastically. There's nothing about it being sustainable. Then obviously over a period of time you're going to put the weight on and more. Beyond that, once you don't stick to that diet after a period of time, then obviously the natural thing is, right, how did I lose weight before? Okay, let's go, I'm going to pay more money, I'm going to do that diet again, that was really good, I lost loads of weight there. Okay, that's where they get you. So you're going to keep refinancing these businesses and these companies to lose weight, gain weight, lose weight and so on. That's what a lot of businesses out there unfortunately want you to do. They don't want you to keep the weight off and never need them again, because they've technically lost you as a customer, even though you're obviously a good testimonial. So you've got to think of it from that sort of aspect. The same things with just going back to like sugary foods and things like that. They're designed to taste good and obviously get you to be addicted to their products as well. The idea is that you're addicted to products, you're going to want to buy more of it and eat bigger volumes of it over a period of time, so you're going to spend more money with that company buying their foods and drinks and so on. That's the key. If you get people addicted to your products, they're going to buy more people buy more, you make more revenue per year. So you've got to try and avoid that and try and see it from that point of view and that mindset. So as you can see in the thumbnail for this video, you can see a drastic change in me, in my transformation. And obviously a lot of people would question, oh, you know, you're a coach and this and the other, why did you get to a point where you like become like 108 kilograms? Well, like most people, obviously last year, okay, was the start of the pandemic. Obviously my work completely changed. I was doing a lot of online anyway at that point, but obviously just life in general, okay, not obviously travelling, not getting out and about anywhere near as much, and obviously I was having to look after client stock in a different way, like being online. Okay, actually that grew really, really well. So from a business point of view, it's amazing. But obviously, weirdly, I had less time for myself than I did before the pandemic, which sounds odd, but obviously because you know, like everyone else, you're learning more technological sort of advances with Zoom and Microsoft Teams and so on. There's a lot of different aspects of that. Obviously, then obviously working in a different way. Obviously trying to track people a lot more, which is obviously good with the online coaching. Obviously, I can tap into a lot of other areas of people's health, not just in a gym. But obviously, a bit like a lot of people that get into that position of being a bit unhealthy, they blink at themselves and it's just a bit more, they see it but they don't. And that was me, then I'll be honest. And then obviously it gets to a point when I think the picture on the left of the thumbnail, like most people, sometimes different things motivate people, and that was literally the highlight for me when I could see that I've been so focused on other people's health that I'd actually not focused on my own health, which is not good, obviously, for me. But obviously, I do feel for me it's also a good thing for my clients and business and so on, obviously, that I show that obviously it can be done. So actually what I did is I tried to flip that round to show you how easy that is. And obviously the drop down to sort of 91 kilograms, and it started mid-December, and then by then it's about mid-February. So say about 8, 9, maybe 10 weeks, that was a big shift. But from a health point of view and how I felt, by changing and making the changes from that date there onwards, energy, it felt so much better. Like energy levels, you notice it, less bloatedness. You're lasting longer with energy within your workouts and things like that. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like I'm going to go through all these coaching videos in the months and years to come, is to show you how you feel, and how you feel tends to be the sort of the first thing you notice. Obviously, people again they focus on the aesthetic, but obviously when you see yourself every day, you don't tend to notice it as much as other people. But I'd say sort of 3-4 weeks of drastically changing a lot of areas of my own health, I started to see a massive transformation. And obviously the difference to how I feel now is how I feel then is a no-brainer. It's like, why would I ever want to go back to that? And there was no quick fixes, no diets, nothing. I'll be honest, the only changes I made initially, I'd say, was to exercise on top of being active. So exercising strictly, like say 25-30 minutes a day, doing my shadow boxing workouts, street combat workouts, and a few core programs and things like that. So nothing gym based. But also as well, obviously, it's keeping active around working out as well. It's not a matter of just working out for half an hour and just sitting on the sofa for 23.5 hours a day. You need to be as active as you can around that. So that's what I made a point of doing as well. Nutritionally, I think my breakfast wasn't the best, okay? So I just tweaked that, and obviously got a lot more sort of fruit and fibre and things like that into my breakfast, which I see a massive difference in how I felt, especially in the morning throughout up to lunchtime as well. And just sort of cut out a few bad snacky things that perhaps become a bit of a bad habit, and that pretty much was it. That was like the only sort of changes. So with just those changes alone, I was able to transform to that extent. So you can see if I was to make even more changes, and it's not always about a weight point of view. That was just to show you that obviously from a weight difference, obviously because it's still like an 8 to 10 week difference, so you would see a bigger drop. But always focus on, again, going back to how I felt, and obviously if I wanted to feel even better and have even more energy, and as well focusing what you want to be fit for. So if you play sports or you do certain things and you want to be actually fit for it, you can start to then see the difference of how you last playing football or going running and so on. You're just going to feel much better, and obviously being lighter as well, so for doing a lot of those things is going to be easier. It's going to be less stress on your body, so not only are you lighter, you're also fitter. So therefore you're going to be able to perform at the sports that you do and so on a lot longer. So looking at the bigger picture, but going back to like my initial video saying about making sort of small changes, but completely avoid diets. The biggest thing with diets is a lot of them are so restrictive. Inevitably you're going to lose weight because they're so restrictive. Say if you're eating 4,000 plus calories a day at the moment, and a diet's telling you to eat 1,000 calories a day, which is way under what you should be doing for most people, if everyone. You're 3,000 in deficit already, maybe beyond, obviously, because obviously you've got to take account where you should have been at between those numbers. Of course you're going to lose weight. You're 3,000 calories down a day to what you initially lost. You'll also be told to be more active, so you're going to burn even more calories as well, especially if you weren't doing any activity. So your weight is going to plummet, okay, because that is what it's designed to do. It's so restrictive. But what happens is, obviously, your body can go into what we call starvation mode. So when inevitably at some point, and like with most diets, obviously they're not sustainable, you're going to start to eat a bit more normally after that. Then what happens is your body, because it's been what we call starvation mode, is going to hold on and keep hold of the calories, a lot more calories that you're consuming. It's not going to use a lot of those calories up more. It's going to actually use like a survival mechanism. So what happens is, in time, the weight starts to go back on, and in some cases that can actually go beyond what the weight was set at before you even started that diet, which then gets you into yo-yo dieting. So that's the biggest thing. I always tell anyone I want to avoid diets, just think of the basics and go back to healthy eating. And even me now, I'm not looking at dropping weight or anything like that, but I'm always trying to look at perhaps bad habits of things, whether it's just sleep or time management. which can help improve stress. Obviously, because if people have high stress, that can make them obviously not eat enough or eat the right things. Obviously, eat sugary foods because obviously their sleep's affected. So you can see also some of these other areas of health that can actually cause a chain reaction. So if you're time poor, so you're not going to have time to train, or you're going to struggle to fit training in, you're going to be potentially highly stressed because of that lack of time that you've got. You're always on the go. Therefore, your sleep will be affected. You're going to start to pick more of the wrong foods just because obviously you haven't got that much time to obviously cook and prepare foods and meals and so on. And obviously, you can see it's actually called a negative sort of health cycle. So by breaking that cycle and changing a couple of bits, we can turn that round. But some people obviously have been trying to lose weight for 10, 15, 20 years. So to change all those habits overnight, it's going to be pretty unsustainable and pretty undoable, I'd say. So we're try and look at a few different areas of that. And obviously once you sort of make those changes and you start to feel and potentially see the differences in yourself, that will motivate you to do more. But obviously over these videos as well, we'll also look at the mindset. Obviously I changed my mindset just to think I just want to be healthier. Why do I will never damage my health again in any sort of way. Obviously I'm not a massive drinker at all, but I would have a drink every now and again now because I feel that I'm at a sustainable way of where I need to be health wise, so I know where I'm at. And that's the big key. If you know you're generally like a healthier level, that's where you want to stick to. So if you ever need any more information, just pop them down in the comment section below. Obviously, you know, try and think of yourself and where you're at now, and obviously where you want to get to, and obviously what changes you can make as well. Further videos will obviously help in different areas, obviously motivation as well. Be it any ideas for future videos that you'd like to see or any questions you might have, just pop them in the comment section below. And please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, share and like the videos as well, so that will help the channel grow. So the idea with the channel, like I've said before, is to make the channel evolve to a point where anyone actually is a subscriber of the channel is going to get even more value out of the channel by getting different coaching on different areas, not just workouts and nutrition, a lot of other health areas as well. If you need any more information, just let me know. Stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.